You gotta go from
Breaking
8
news.
to 5.
Breaking news. Can we discuss my breaking news before you? Anything else? Okay. Zoella and Alfie are engaged.
Girl, I knew it. I knew that's what you were referring to. You can't. You can't. You can't
What?
text
I can't
us.
what?
You can't text us saying breaking news and then me asking if that's it, and you're like, no. But
You believed me that wasn't it. You believed me.
Even bigger breaking news. I don't know who they are. Like, that's a really like hot take. I don't know.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
But like you knew from my story that they were like famous.
Well, sometimes you post random things, so no, I don't know.
But that was on the main one. I wouldn't have posted like something irrelevant on the main one.
Okay, explain to me why this is breaking news.
Okay, because Zoella and Alfie Days, also known as Pointless Blog back in the day, huge on YouTube in 2014, like 2016, no, like 2013 to like 2018, like huge, okay? She's got 10 million subscribers. And they've been dating. They've been together for 11 years. Okay? They've been together for 11 years. And they have a kid together, and she's pregnant with their second kid, and now they're engaged. And they live in the most beautiful house you've ever seen in Brighton.
Been there?
And like, it's literally like something.
Brighton, like across the pond?
I watched. Yeah, yes, they're from England.
Oh my god, throwback to when we went to Brighton.
I know. I was looking out for them.
No.
but like their house is so it's like something I would dream up in The Sims. You know what I mean? To build. Like that's how beautiful it is.
Real talk. Do you have you created all of your friends in The Sims? Like, do you play out your real life in The Sims?
No. I pretty much never like play the game. I love to build houses. Love to build houses. Like love to build houses.
So you're just a developer in there. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. I'll show you my builds on the gallery sometime.
We'll bring it on to the podcast next week. We'll do a little screen share moment.
No.
Oh.
Maybe. Yeah, I got some, but it's hard because the gallery like photos never do it justice, you know?
You gotta actually get in there. Go in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can we dive into the to the Bean Bag Banter?
We should. Why don't you explain what Bean Bag Banter is?
Okay. So I feel like people have heard of Rosebud and Thorn, where like you go around, you say your rose, your bud, and thorn of like day, week.
That's actually funny. That's funny because I never did Rosebud and Thorn. I did highs and lows. Like it was always just two.
Yeah, but
and I think
like
after
bud
meeting, yeah.
Extra. I don't know where I got it from, but basically rose is like what something good that's happened. Thorn is something like not so good, and bud is something you're looking forward to. And now I do this like every time I'm with you, our other friends, every time I'm with like my other friends at school.
It's a great conversation starter.
It really is, because I mean, think about all the times when we like do them together, and then it takes us like 20 minutes to get through everyone's because you know what I mean?
But that's like a great way to catch up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, so basically, we've now turned this into Beanbag and Banter because this is Beanbag Banter, the podcast. Okay? So
the podcast, yes.
The podcast. So, your banter is your something good that's happened. Your bag is something not so good because you're in your bag. You came up with that, Trisha. And then your bean is something you're looking forward to because you can like plant it and it will grow, kind of like the bud.
Who originally told us to do Bean Bag and Banter instead of Rosebud Thorn?
It was our manager, Lily.
Oh, right.
I know it's hard to. It was either manager Lily or producer Mebby.
Mebby, what a name. Who came up with that?
I think that she came up with it, or someone gave it to her. Like someone gave it to her as a nickname. Yeah, it's a childhood nickname of hers. Mebby.
Right. When she clout chases from us, she'll be known as Mebby.
Yeah, but this is like ethical clout chasing for her because she's working for us, unpaid.
No, yeah. But it's gonna look great on her LinkedIn. She's a producer. Yeah. She's our technical advisor. She's our
COO.
Yeah.
She's the COO of Bean Bag Banter.
She's our PR manager.
Yeah.
She's really got us all covered.
Mebby wears all the hats over here. Okay, Trisha, please dive into your beanbag and banter for me.
Okay. My bean. What I'm looking forward to is seeing all my friends at the end of the month. Well, not all of them. Some of them. 5 of them. 5 of them? 6 of them. I don't know how many of them.
6 of them?
I'm not sure. It's me, you, manager Lily, PT Daniela, Dr. Vaishu, and
health insurance providers,
and Ashna. So that's 6.
Yep.
Well, 5 of you guys plus me. Yes. That's a great. That's almost great. Everyone. Yeah. Almost.
Yeah. Good for us.
When was the last time all 8 of us were together? Was that when you guys came to New York for my birthday?
Your birthday, your 21st birthday.
Wow. 9 months ago. No, 10 months ago. That's crazy.
That's why I texted you all today. I said it's been almost a year since the last time we've been together.
That's crazy. Well, I'm still excited that it's the 6 of us. I'll take what I can get. I'm glad that it's something, and Ashna's coming for a while. She's coming 2 weeks or something, which is
I know.
Lit.
Wait,
my
2
bag?
Weeks? No.
I think so.
Oh, never mind. She's here for how long she's here.
Yeah, but she texted me a little while ago asking if she can come stay at my house, and I was like, wait, yes. I think that's such a bizarre thought. People that you meet in your no, really, but people in your 20s, someone I met last year is so important to me and is coming into the house that I grew up in, my childhood home.
Well, when we were in Minnesota, did you go to Mebby's house? I know we went to Mebby's cabin, but did you go to...
I didn't get to go to Mebby's.
I spent a lot of time there. Did I tell you, we all had a full, middle school, sleepover. Because we had a slumber party, watched Disney movies, and then we went to the mall the next day.
Wait, that's so cute.
It was cute. Okay, so this is your first...
Did you watch hometown date. Did you watch Criminal Minds in her basement with
no
pumpkin spice lattes?
It was June, so no.
You can't DIY a pumpkin spice latte? Okay. No. So yeah, that's my bean. I'm very much looking forward to that.
We could do that this week with Ashna
Yes.
Okay.
In someone's living room, in someone's basement. We'll find it. We'll figure it out.
Carry on to your banter, please.
My bag.
Oh, your bag next. Sorry.
My bag is work. I feel like that's always my bag. Just everything that my boss is throwing at me. If you're listening to this, which I'm sure he's not, cut a girl some slack. Oh my god, this is not what I signed up for, and the only reason I'm staying here is because it's a steady income. I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, but we persevere.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
We persevere. No,
Did you have a good day at work today?
No.
Oh, okay. Right. So your banter.
Yeah. So my banter is my tattoo. My
Oh, the new
tattoo.
tattoo.
Yes, my little horseshoe over here. Got it for my dog Lucky. He's been at urgent care a handful of times over the past year, and he's only 7. So like what's he doing there so much? You know?
I mean,
It's
I
a
wouldn't
little
say only
scary.
7. 7's like, yeah, he'll be okay. He'll persevere because he's got a loving family who loves
Girl,
him.
the little scrappy white dogs live forever.
Exactly.
Exactly. So why does he have so many problems at 7 years old? Besides the
Well,
point.
Grady's 3 and he's already had surgery twice.
Oh, hello for what?
Um, so one was for his eye, like he had a prolapsed eyelid, and then so we had to go to the doggy ophthalmologist.
I didn't
Which
know
there's
that was a
only
thing.
one. There's literally only like 3 in the entire country. Anyways, and then he also like was at the groomer and they like nicked his tail when they were grooming him, and he was kept
Did you
like
sue? You should have sued.
no, I know, but he kept like gnawing at it, so we had to like go and like get like that stitched up. Yeah,
Is he
but
okay
he's
now?
okay.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
he's fine. He just is weird.
Oh.
When are you getting the Mickey Mouse ears tattooed for Mickey?
So I'm actually not gonna do Mickey Mouse ears. I've been playing around with the idea of Yogi. Shout out Vaishu's dad, Yogi. Um, I was really like playing around with the idea of like Yogi Bear, because we'll call him that, or we'll call him Monkey because of how high he'll like get on his back 2 legs and like jump really high. It's a little
We call
concerning
Max and
actually.
Grady monkeys.
Oh, wait, that's
So
cute.
you could get like
Um,
like the monkey lamp from Gilmore Girls.
no, I actually didn't watch Gilmore Girls.
Well, there's one episode that's like where she talked about like the monkey lamp she has, but it's like a bunch of monkeys that are like hanging like this off the lampshade, and that's just what I'm picturing you getting a tattoo
Is it
of.
like that game? What's that game with like the monkey statues? Like the
Yes,
arms are like
yes.
this. Like what is that? What is
And then
that?
and then
Can our
and then you
producer
don't want
pull
you
up
have
a
to like
picture,
take
please, of like these
you have to like
monkeys
take the but you have to like take the monkeys off the like tree or
without
something
them
without making the
dropping?
whole tree fall down.
Yes.
It's
Oh my
like
god.
it's like pick up sticks, right? No. Yeah,
Yes.
pick up
Yes.
sticks.
Like, yes. Oh my god. Mm. Um.
Yeah.
So you know how Yogi Bear wears the hat and the tie?
Yeah.
So I was thinking of like a little cute outline of that, but
Oh.
I don't know
Where would you
yet. I'm
get
still
it?
playing. I don't know. I really like. I'm done. Actually, Mebby. I was talking to Mebby about this. That I was like, I wanted to focus on one arm, and I like messed up by getting like the hearts here and then like the postal code here. So she was like, "No, don't touch this arm anymore. Like that's special." And I don't even know if she
Yeah, that's a
remembers
good
having
idea.
that conversation with me. Yeah, okay, she nodded her head. Okay. So that's why I like started working on this arm, and I think I'm just gonna keep going on this arm, like
Mhm.
do some patchwork on here. So somewhere on the upper region of my arm. But
And the
I don't know if you guys remember, for all of my other tattoos, I was so scared. I like needed
Yeah.
Lily there. But I don't know what was going on with me for this one. I was so relaxed, and I like literally went by myself too. Like I was so chilled
We were at
out. I was relaxed.
we were at the place we all went to.
No,
No, a
I
different
found
place.
this. Yeah, I found this girl on Instagram, and I just kind of like stalked her Instagram, and I really liked what she did, and like she um focuses on fine line tattoos. Hence why
Mhm.
this one looks pretty crisp. I don't know if you can catch that through the
I can't
camera.
see. You're actually
Um.
very blurry for me. So I see about like
Oh.
8 pixels in your screen.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay. It's okay. Well, I was chatting her up. I didn't even realize she started. Didn't even realize she finished until she was like, "Okay, like you're good." And I'm like, "Oh, lit."
It
But
didn't hurt?
no, like not at all. And I still tear up when I get my eyebrows threaded. So like the fact that I was just like, "Whoa, you're done." Um, but I will be back. Dirty Diana will see me again soon.
Oh, she got a regular customer now.
Yes, yes. We kiki a lot. We DM each other
Oh, well, that's cute.
frequently. What about you, Sally?
Okay.
What's your beanbag and banter?
So my bean is, you've kind of taken my thunder on this one because it also was getting to spend time with everyone at the end of the month.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I'm very thrilled. I'm glad we're also kind of celebrating our friend's birthday because that'll be just like an extra fun thing to be doing. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to that.
yes.
I'm looking forward to getting out of the house a little bit. You know what I mean? Like just like doing something different for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
My bag, my bag is that my car broke down,
Yeah,
and I
can you
still,
can you go into that a little bit? I have our group chat on Do Not
yeah.
Disturb a lot of the time, so like I really didn't read through it.
Oh, right, right,
Um,
right, right,
so how about you explain
right.
what had happened?
Okay, so basically, I was driving back to my house, and this was a 3 hour drive I was on, and I had stopped to go to a gas station and like use the bathroom. And when I got back on the highway, I noticed that my car was like really warm, like warmer than it had been the rest of the drive. I thought like my air conditioning stopped working because like you know when you can run out of the fluid in the air conditioning thing, so then it won't be cool anymore. So I was like, the car's pretty old, like makes sense that that might have happened. But I was kind of like annoyed, like, oh, it's really hot, and I was still an hour and a half away from home. And then I noticed like a light on my dashboard was on, and now my like
New
check engine
emoji
light is
unlocked.
what?
I said new emoji unlocked.
Yeah, what's the new emoji?
No. The light on your dashboard is the new
Oh,
emoji.
yeah,
It was a joke. It's okay. It's
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get it.
No, it's okay.
But my check engine light in this car is constantly on, like never turns off. But this was a different light, and it was red. It was like bright red. I was like, oh my god. And now I was like one exit away from going like through a big city where I like the exits were gonna be going to like downtown, and like I knew I wouldn't really be able to like stop. So I got off immediately at the next exit, and I was in like not the greatest area, but I found a gas station, and I pulled into the gas station, and I turned the car off, like looked up what the light was, and it said like alternator malfunction. Go to your nearest service shop or dealership. I was like, oh my god. So I called my dad because I didn't know what to do. So I called my dad, and he's like, oh my god. He's like, okay. Um, was the car driving weird? And I was like, no, it didn't change the way it was driving. It just like was very warm. And he's like, okay, turn the car on and check what the temperature is at, like the temperature dial. And that was like still at the middle, and it was fine. And actually, when I turned the car back on, the air was like working again, like it was cool again. So he was like, okay, like just keep going, see if you can make it home. And keep in mind, I was still an hour and a half away from home. He was like, see if you can make it home. So I'm like, okay. Put the car in a drive, hang up the phone, like keep going. And now I move about 2 feet from where my car was stopped in the parking lot. 2 feet in, I was still in the parking lot of this gas station, and the wheel refused to turn. Every light on my dashboard came on, and I called my dad back and I told him this. He yells to my mom, Sally's car broke down. You can hear him yell off the phone. And I was like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? I called AAA, and they told me they were gonna send a tow truck to come get me and like take me to a service station where I was, even though I was like far away from home. I was like, I don't know where I am, like just send me to anyone. And they're like, okay, like someone's on the way. And also I was pretty close to my aunt's house, so my aunt actually came and like came and waited with me, which was really nice of her. But then about an hour passed. And now I didn't know like how long it takes for a tow truck to get here. I don't know what the process is. Like it was a Sunday. I didn't know if things would be slower. But it was about an hour, and I was like, okay, like they said they were coming from less than 3 miles away. Like, what's going on? So I called AAA back, and I'm giving the guy my information. He's like, yeah, I have no request in for you, no roadside assistance request in. And I'm like,
Oh,
what?
hell no.
And now also keep in mind, about immediately after I like got off the phone with AAA the first time, it started thundering, lightning, downpouring, flooding alerts. like it was not good. So I'm like, oh my god. So I have the guy put in another roadside assistance request for me. They're like, they're finally on the way. Like, I get confirmation that it actually went through and is like on the way. And I feel so bad because now like my aunt is waiting with me. It's gonna take longer. And I also know like I literally heard an accident happen about 2 feet from this gas station, like in the rain. So I was like, I know AAA is gonna take forever now. Like, oh my god. I didn't think it would take as long as it took. Then about another hour, an hour and a half passes. Okay, so this is about 2.5 hours since my car broke down. AAA tow truck is still not here to get me.
Where did you pee?
We went to a Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, that's a concern.
Yeah. And keep in mind, my like request was like red flagged in their system because I parked. The only parking spot available when I first pulled in was in front of a gas pump. So I was like, yeah. So I was blocking the traffic at this gas station too. And it's been 2.5 hours. And so I call back AAA and I'm like, can you give me, like, I've been waiting, like, give me any update. He's like, yeah, like, I can tell you they should be here by this time or earlier. They will be here by this time or earlier. And that's about an hour away. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, they're busy. Now, 5 minutes before that time happened, the time they were supposed to be there, I had gotten a text that the tow truck was on its way to me. But AAA calls me, and the lady goes, oh, like, I'm so sorry. Like, we're just really busy right now. Like, it's still going to be a little while. Now, at this point, this is almost 3.5 hours since my car broke down. So I literally was like, lady, I've been waiting for 3.5 hours for this tow truck. The first time I called, they didn't put my request through. I'm blocking traffic. Like, I need this tow truck to get here. And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, it'll come when it comes. I was like, oh my god. And then, now this is where it gets really dumb. Then, this other car pulls up next to us where I'm in my aunt's car in the gas station, but this other car pulls up next to us, and this group of guys gets out, and the next thing you know, on the other side of us, a AAA tow truck pulls up with a car on it. And my aunt was just like, are you here for, like, this
Did
car?
they pick up the wrong person?
My aunt rolls down the window, she's like, were you here for this car? And the guy goes, no, like, what are you talking about? Like, you're waiting for a tow truck? And we're like, yeah, like, I've been waiting for 3.5 hours. He's like, oh my god, like, I'm so sorry. Like, we'll try to figure this out. Like, let me help you. Let me finish with these guys, and we'll help you out. So the guy finishes, he comes over, he's like, where are you looking to go? Like, how far are you looking to be towed? Like, what's the deal? And I was like, I don't care where I go. Like, I just need to get my car to a service station so I can drop it off because it's broken down. He looks around, he's like, you're at a pretty good service station.
Oh. You didn't realize it was also like an auto shop while you were there?
Here's the thing. One, it was Sunday, so the bays were closed. Two, my car doesn't break down very often, so I didn't know that when this happens, you typically would just like leave your car and your keys there and like not speak to anyone, okay? Like, I didn't realize that's how it worked, so I thought I had to like actually
That's
go
how
to
it
a specific
works?
place and, like, yes, that's how it works. So I thought I had to
They
like,
don't
go to a
teach you
specific
these
place and get it
things.
done. No, like, that would have been so beneficial to know. And I feel bad. Like, my aunt is waiting there for me for 3.5 hours, and we're already at the service station. We literally don't need to move. So the guy at the AAA tow truck guy that pulled up, he goes, okay, he cancels the other tow truck to come. He's like, you're going to leave your car here. It's going to be fine. I give him my car keys. He goes and, like, turns on the car and checks it out. And he's like, he was able to drive it, like, further into the parking lot where, like, the other cars to be serviced are waiting. So he's like, it actually drove fine for me just now, but I can see the alternator lights on. Like, you're going to need that. You're probably going to need a new battery, too, because when the alternator malfunctions, your car starts running off of its battery. So it's like, you're probably gonna need a new battery too. And he leaves it there, and then I like give him the keys. He gives it inside, and I literally leave. I was so done. I was still an hour and a half away from home. I left my destination 3 hours away from home at 10 in the morning. I didn't get home till 6 p.m. Yeah.
8 hours
Yeah.
later?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. And I still don't have my car back. I think I'm gonna get it tomorrow. But I don't know.
They didn't like give you an update or anything?
Well, I called them on Monday. The AAA guy told me, he was like, just call them first thing tomorrow morning, Monday morning, and like get it figured out. So I called them, and then the guy was like, oh, like, we haven't gotten a chance to look at it yet. We'll call you when we do. Like, someone will call you. I was like, okay. I think I went, and then Tuesday morning, I still had not heard from them. So I called them again, and the guy was like, oh, yeah, we looked at it. Like, you need a new alternator. It's going to be this much. Like, it should be done in about a day. And I was like, okay, perfect. I was like, can you also check the battery for me? Because I had heard from the guy I might need a new one. And also just do like a routine safety check to make sure like everything else in the car is working properly. He was like, yeah, no problem. Like, it'll probably be done like by the end of the day. That was yesterday. Like, today I still haven't heard anything from them. So I'm going to call them tomorrow morning. Yeah.
You're really in your bag with that one. That is awful.
Yeah. Like, I truly have no, like, that's never happened to me before. I really haven't had to deal with that much, like, car trouble before. It was a great learning experience, truly.
What can you take away from this, Sally?
That I shouldn't own a car. Anyways, my banter is that all the last 2 weeks, last weekend especially, I was watching the US Open with my grandparents, which has truly been so much fun for me. My grandma cried when Coco Gauff won the women's, so that was really fun. And then I got to go out to dinner with them, and it's been fun to spend time with them.
It's very
and
wholesome.
bond over the tennis.
Have you ever played tennis? Are you a tennis player?
So when I was little, I went to tennis camps in the summer. And then I was actually watching, like, kid you not, like, my family was watching tennis all day, every day for the last 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, I just, like, want to play. Like, it just looks so fun. So my mom actually broke out our old tennis rackets, and we went down to these, like, public courts and played a game.
Oh.
I was really bad.
Some may say you're a pro. I'd call you a pro.
No, I don't think you would. I think if I were to play like Carlos Alcaraz,
please,
like,
please,
he wouldn't even laugh at me because like it'd be so bad it like wasn't even funny.
He'd just be angry for wasting his time.
No, he's not like that.
Oh, you know him? He told you that?
Yes, he did.
You don't know him. You don't know him like I do.
Like I do.
I was mocking you.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you knew him personally.
No.
Okay.
I didn't really catch much of the US Open as I would have liked. Well, it was also like my fault for not actively trying to watch it live, but the final matches were crazy.
Yeah, they were. Oh my god. Like I said, my grandmother cried when Coco won. We were rooting for Coco all the way through.
She's young too. How old is she?
Yeah, she's 19.
That's wild.
And she's so good. And that was her second major final. Last summer, she was in the French Open final at 18, which is crazy. Yeah. So
that is crazy. Have you seen the video of did you see the video of her mom's reaction when she won?
Yeah. That was
so cute.
I love when people get so excited over things like that.
Like, I got just as excited, but like nowhere near as that. That's crazy.
I know. Like, and did you see the video of her brother? Like, her brother like wasn't in New York. He was like at their house or something.
Yeah.
And he like, there's like a video of him like singing. He's just like yelling and yelling and yelling and like doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm. And she, like, all those interviews, she's like, I called my brother, he didn't answer, and the reason he wasn't answering because he was running around the house.
He
And then the
wasn't even
videos,
on the phone.
no, literally, and her dad like crying and her calling him
Like, this
out
is the
for
first time I've ever
crying.
seen my dad cry. He's like, he like cuts on ESPN and he's like in the middle of her saying that, which is so funny.
That's so cute. What was the other dude's name? The other young guy,
Ben Shelton.
Ben. Yes. What are your thoughts on him?
I think it's really good. He's got like his serve is like crazy powerful because it's like one of them got it for 149. Yeah, 149.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
mean, I act like I watch a lot of tennis and know like everything about it, even though I don't. But I think he's like kind of inconsistent, which probably like hurts him a little bit. But I mean, he still made it to the semifinals. I don't think that's a hot take. Do you know this is his first year like as a pro tennis player?
Yeah, I saw some TikTok actually that explained that he used to play like football or something, and he only started playing tennis because his dad was a coach.
Yeah, his dad was a pro tennis player too.
It's in the
his
blood.
dad made it to the 1992 French Open mixed doubles finals and lost. But
where did you pull that out of?
I read it. I was reading up. I don't know. Like, you don't know everything about everyone?
Unfortunately, I don't.
But I heard, like, when I was watching his semifinal match with Djokovic, like, the announcer said that he, like, used to be, like, a football quarterback, which actually makes a lot of sense if he has such a powerful, like, serve and hit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But did you see the thing about, so after he plays Novak Djokovic in the semifinals, like, Djokovic did his, like, hang up the phone celebration?
Yes, I saw that.
And then there was, like, all that drama.
And then Ben said something about, like, imitation being a form of flattery and claiming he didn't see it.
Imitation's the sincerest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that statement?
Yes. I mean, like, especially in this case.
I'm talking about in general.
No. I mean, it's tough. In general, like, I feel like other experience I've had with, like, similar situations, it's not, like, flattery. You know, it's just, like,
it's mockery. Yeah.
No, I don't think it's mockery. I think mockery is very obviously mockery. Is that how you feel it is? You feel mocked when that happens to you?
Sometimes. I wouldn't say I'm flattered all the time.
Okay, I think that makes sense.
I'm like, a lot of the times I'm like, okay, like, be your own person, do your own things.
Well, yeah, I kind of get that. I just feel like in this case it was flattery because it was kind of like, I thought it was, first of all, I did think it was one petty of Djokovic to do that, but also at the same time I thought it was kind of like acknowledging that like Ben was like a really good opponent, and like even though he's just a kid, you know what I mean? So in that sense I kind of thought it was like flattery. I don't know why, like in Djokovic's interview when they asked him, they were like, or he says, I just liked it, like that's why I did it. And it's like, no. Like, no. I know it's okay. It's okay to say that you did it because you were kind of an ass, you know? Like, own up to it.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think it's because he liked it. Sorry, I don't know why that took me so long to say.
No, you were thinking through your thoughts. It's important to think before you speak.
It is. I think more people should be doing that.
Right,
Not enough people do that. Right.
You heard it here first. In thinking before you speak.
Out.
In is
imitation.
In think before you speak. Out imitation.
You heard it here first.
What good life lessons people are learning on Bean Bag Banter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, should we break into some of our topics?
We should. Which one
It
would
only
you like
took
to
us
start off with?
what, like 45 minutes to get there?
It's okay. We need to really get into this beanbag and banter.
We need to let the banter start flowing.
Nothing. We are nothing if we don't banter.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what are we starting with? You pick.
Let's start off with Mr. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner.
That's a good one. I wish is there like a... Oh. I can't hear that.
You like that one? That was good.
What did that sound like? I couldn't hear it. It was like...
Can you do it one more time? I'll imitate it for you. Do. Wow.
Yeah, okay, I feel like that was the right choice then. Okay, so basically, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner are getting divorced.
Wait.
Like...
Before we continue, which Jonas brother is your favorite? I wish I recorded that
Joe.
Jeopardy sound, like
Joe is my favorite. Joe's my favorite. And honestly,
good
like
choice.
I'll say, like he kind of like I never got Nick, and honestly, sorry, but no one liked Kevin.
Okay, so I'm on the exact same page as you. Love Joe. I've always been a Joe girl. Don't understand the hype about Nick. I thought it was really rude of him to make us all believe that he was dying from his diabetes. He really scared us with that one. And honestly, no, like justice for Kevin. Like he's living his best life in the shadow of his brothers.
No,
like
I know he is, but it's just like objectively, like he wasn't like he. People are gonna say like Kevin was my favorite. Like I do think they're lying.
No, they are lying. They fully are lying.
I think they're trying to be a little bit pick me.
No, pick me saying your favorite is Franklin.
Frankie?
He goes by Franklin.
Doesn't Frankie host? Does he?
Yes, he's trying to be more mature. Him and Kevin both host a show called Claim to Fame. Great.
Okay, I was just about
to
say that. I didn't know. I knew Franklin hosted it. I didn't know Kevin hosted that.
Yeah, the premise of the show is like relatives of famous people trying to break free and be their own person. And it's like a game show almost where you have to guess who their celebrity relative is. So it's funny that it's Kevin and Frankie, like the two lesser known brothers, being the host of the show.
You know what else is funny about that synopsis you just gave? You said that they're on the show to try to break free from being like known for the other person's like famous or less non-famous like sibling, right? Or like related. But then they're going on a show that's all about. Yeah, they're going on a show that's like all about it. Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it's a pretty good show.
To me, I've never seen the show, and I really don't know where I got this from because I've actually never seen this other show I'm going to compare it to. But I don't know why it gives me major like Celebrity Apprentice vibes.
What's that?
It's like it was the show that like Donald Trump was on.
Oh hell no!
I don't know why it gives me like the vibes of that show. I just feel like they're very similar. I feel like there's a vibe there that's similar. I don't know what it is though. I've never seen either of them.
I would definitely recommend Claim to Fame to a friend. I think you should. I think everyone listening should watch Claim to Fame on Hulu.
Okay, well, I'm up to my ears in reality TV right now, so I'm gonna have to take a rain check on that one, but maybe eventually.
We'll put it on the list. Let's have a watch party. Back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, okay, so Sophie and Joe. So, basically, like, it started where there were, like, rumors of, like, oh, they're getting divorced, but it wasn't, like, said by any... It wasn't, like, like Pop Base didn't tweet about it, so like no one really knew if it was true or not.
You love your pop based and your
I
pop
do.
crave and
I
whatever.
do. I do. I do. I really do. But then he posted that photo where like his like wedding ring was like front and center. So everyone was like, "Oh, like he's denying it, like they're not getting divorced." But then they both announced that they were getting divorced. And then Joe was at that concert where he was like, well, then there were all like the rumors about like why they were getting divorced. Like, is she the party animal? Is he the party animal? Like, one of them doesn't watch the kids, like something like that. And then at his concert, this happened, I think, probably last like Thursday, Friday now, maybe, or Saturday. But basically, he was saying, like, if you haven't heard it from like my mouth, like, don't believe that it's true.
I
So,
think him saying if you didn't hear it from these lips, it's not true. I think him saying that is in reference to why they're getting divorced, not if they're getting
yes,
divorced.
I totally agree with that.
And in terms of the wedding ring that was seen, the last time the wedding ring was seen at a concert, the same reason why she was also at that concert. So like the
Right.
divorce rumor came out, and then she was seen at the concert, and he still had the ring, and then divorce was confirmed. I heard somewhere, and I don't know if this is true, but he told Sophie he asked her to come to the concert because they had to refilm something for their documentary.
Oh,
They needed to refilm a like some part of
that's
it, and I think
crazy.
and it was the same day that it was the same outfit he wore to the very first show, the one that I went to. That's how I noticed that it was the same outfit. So maybe they're
So you think they were like
re-recording from the first
from
show.
that show?
I
That's
think that's
crazy.
what it
I
is.
literally
That's my hot take.
like wrote down like in my notes that like I thought it was interesting that she was at the show like right around the time when the rumors came out, because I feel like you would have thought that like maybe her not being present at the shows would have like added fuel to the fire for it, you know what I mean? Or like, they obviously had been in the process of like going through divorce like well before they announced it. So like I was like, well then why is she, like at the shows, I guess?
And I was like, okay, this is definitely just a rumor. Like, why? Like that's kind of shitty to say. Oh, can you come so we can refilm? Like, I'm trying to give
Maybe
Joe
there's
the benefit of the
maybe
doubt,
there's
but like, there's no other
mutual
reason.
mutual lasting love and respect between them because they have to be successful co-parents. Did
That
you
could
ever
be a
think about that?
possibility. No,
Mm.
that could very much be
I,
a possibility. Yes.
I saw this tweet that was like Joe's PR is like really bad because they're literally doing nothing while the whole internet is like making him out to be like the worst dad, the worst husband, like just like the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like,
And the PR is doing nothing to defer from that train of thought, I feel like.
I feel like though if they say something, that's just adding fuel to the fire. Like that's giving the people what they want so they can take it and run even
I know,
farther
but
with
like
it.
there's something they could do. Like they could be one of those like to People magazine, like a source close to Joe tells, you know what I mean? Like they're that source that's close to these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they could, which I just find so funny. Maybe he's busy. He's too busy with tour to like worry about the divorce right now.
Not even like that though. Like I feel like he's just always out and about, like always. Like right when tour started, like he was all over the city, like doing things, biking around. The he was claimed to be the one taking care of his children, but he never like it never seemed like he was with his kids because he was always out and about.
Where does this family live? Like, do they live in New York? I feel like they'd be like New York family, Like Kevin lives in Jersey, Joe lives in New York, and I feel like Joe or
Jersey.
Nick would live in LA. So maybe he lives in
I
New York and like He's with his kids. We just don't see it.
Well, they just sold the house in Miami, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
they lived in
assume that they
Miami?
they had some property.
Um,
So yeah, they
I
had
think
a
he was
property in Miami for like less
uh-huh.
than a year or something.
Oh. Well, they obviously had to sell it to like, that's assets in a divorce. They need to just like get rid of it. They knew the tough times were coming. I just feel
Mm-hmm.
like I am gonna go out on a limb and say I give Joe the benefit of the doubt. I don't think anyone did anything wrong in that relationship. Maybe it just wasn't working out. But I'd like to believe that he wasn't, like non existent there.
I'd like to believe that too. I'd like to give him the
Unless we
benefit
get
of the doubt.
confirmation, then I take that back. And I always knew he was the worst.
It's also just like things happen. Like why does there need to be a big story? Why do we need to point fingers and put someone to blame when we can just be like, okay, like they grew apart, like
You know what I think's interesting is like I feel like celebrity couples, they don't get divorced like all the time, but like famous people getting divorced is like not crazy, but like they sometimes it's like a one and done post by film updates. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't always like spiral into like a world of its own like it has with this.
yeah. I mean, when you said that, the first thing I thought of was like Jennifer Lopez and how many times she's gone back and forth with like the same few people. Or like I
Uh-huh.
mean, I don't know, like Kim and Kanye. That was a huge divorce.
Okay, but that like had its own like issues that were also
That
big, which is
that one had
why.
Kanye. That one has its own category because Kanye was involved.
Yeah, so I feel like we can't really like compare that. But I'm thinking like, what about when like I was gonna say when Chris Pratt got divorced, but like that was also a pretty big story. Um,
Or like or okay, Chriselle and
yes,
Justin,
they
whatever
made
his name was.
Trisha. They made that entire like plot line on Selling Sunset.
They okay. They made okay, but like it always. I don't understand why that has to be such a big thing. Like, okay, it happens. Deal with it on your own. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think my guess is it's probably just because of like when one party says something to like gets leaked to a news outlet, and then like the other party, you know what I mean? It's like when it's like coming from like the third party news outlets, like that's where the rumors happen. It gets like convoluted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. So
Well, wishing the best.
I think in the divorce we're Team Joe.
Yeah,
You heard it here first.
you heard it here first. Bean Bag Banter is Team Joe, but we do wish Sophie and the children and Joe the best. We just want everyone to be happy.
Willa and baby number 2, your aunties are here for you.
We truly just want the best for you.
Mhm. Mhm. Yo, what is up with Timmy and Kylie?
This one is hits home for me. Okay, this one's
I
very
I
very close to my
I
heart.
I knew that, and the first thing in my notes was, "This is definitely Sally's forte. I'm gonna sit back on this one and let you take the reins, because these are two
So
very important people to you."
so basically, they are. Timothee Chalamet has been right by my side since 2018. Like he's gone through it with me.
Right,
And
right.
and Kylie, mad respect for her as a businesswoman. You know,
She gets it from her
um,
mother.
I don't. This truly is not something I would have ever thought up, like in the realm of possibility whatsoever. However, I think it makes a lot of sense. Okay, and I'll get into why.
They look like
But
siblings.
basically, I disagree. He looks like her dogs. But anyways, this started. I feel like this started in like May or June, and it was like you saw like a photo of him like going into her house or something, and that was like literally all we had to run on. And then it was like super quiet for a while. but then there was the hard launch. Well, this was like the unintentional hard launch at the Renaissance concert at Beyonce, because they were there, they went together, but then you like fully saw them like making out. So then it was like, okay, like we know they're together. And then like almost immediately after that, they were at the US Open. And this is what I think was their intended hard launch, because they were like fully on the TV, like macking, you know?
This was the best PR move from the Kardashian
Yeah.
Jenner team that I've seen in a while.
Because
that was
they went for someone that was like big in his own right, but in like a totally different realm from them. Except, and now Trisha, here's where it gets really interesting. We've all seen the photo at Kid Cudi's birthday party, and I want to say it's 2019, where it's Kid Cudi, Timothee Chalamet, Pete Davidson, and Kanye West. Okay? It's the four of them in one photo, and we know it's been confirmed that Kim is the one that took this photo. And now
it's a really iconic photo.
Kanye. We know what happened with Kanye. You know, we know Pete and Kim were involved. And now Timmy and Kylie are involved. And you know what else? Apparently, Kid Cudi has unfollowed Timothee Chalamet on Instagram. I saw that part on Twitter, and I did not check to see if it's true or if they ever followed each other all. So
this might be a dumb question, but what relevance does that have? Like, who cares?
Just, I feel like he, like, I had to, like, bring him, like, he's in the photo, so I had to, like, bring him into it.
You had to tie him in somehow. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, well, also, like, he and Timothee Chalamet were, like, BFFs. Like, BFFs.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You know that that SNL skit of Pete and Timmy and their rap song Yeet? Yeet! Yeet! Skirt!
Yeah.
Yeet! It was just funny.
Yeah.
Drop that! Yeet! Skirt that! Yeah! Okay, so I literally saw a TikTok today about it. Like, it's how in the world did these two date?
Get the two most famous Kardashian Jenners.
Yes.
You know?
How?
They'd have more Riz than I think anyone on the planet. That's how.
Pete and Timmy are so similar, and I would say that Kim and Kylie are also very, very similar. And it's strange because I feel like Timmy and Kylie work in a very odd way. Like, they make sense, but it's very odd. I never understood Pete and Kim.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I just
they
feel like
look so awkward together. Like,
I think the thing with like Timmy and Kylie is I feel like they balance each other out. Like, what comes across to me as someone who knows them personally is that
you gotta laugh from our live studio audience.
Is that I think like sometimes like Kylie will probably take herself a little bit too seriously, but Timothee Chalamet like wouldn't take himself seriously enough. So I feel like it balances them out in that way. You know, like maybe like she'll learn to have a little fun, and like he really needs to like hang out with more A-listers. You know what I mean?
I don't think he needs to. I think he...
No, I think he does.
There's something about his face. There's something about his face that like screams Edgar Allan Poe. Like, there's something that really like
I mean,
something
have you seen The King? No,
I have not.
The King that I'm thinking of. There's like this one image of him that I'm like picturing in my head where he's wearing
of
like,
him in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie.
No. He's wearing like all black but like white collar, like I like looks like a priest, but it's like not a priest outfit. And then his hair is like kind of scraggly.
I don't know what you're referring to, but maybe when you see this, insert picture.
Yeah, I hope we can find it. Maybe if I find it, like I'll send it to you. But like that's what I'm picturing. And I totally what is that picture referencing to? I totally lost my train of thought. Like imagining that picture in my head.
Timmy looking like a bicycle seat.
No, that's not what I want. talking about? What did we say he looks like?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. So that's the Edgar Allan Poe look. If I find it, I'll send it to you. I'm sure I can find it.
Edgar Allan Poe X bicycle seat, the collab.
Yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that. I think it works. It's obviously not gonna last. Like, I'm sorry, he's not a father right now. But
Oh my god. I completely forgot about Stormy and Air.
she has 2 kids, and I'm like, I just like I know he's 27. I know he's older than her.
He is 27 years old.
His birthday is December 27th, 1994.
Timothee Chalamet is 27 years old.
It might be 1995.
There is no way.
Yeah, 1995. No. 1994. No. 1997.
Okay. Fun fact. My friend Caitlin, she is an actor on HBO. She knows Timmy.
Okay, you literally just pulled this like out of your ass.
Yeah, I was saving it for this. He's actually like a mentor for her. They went to the same high school and they're signed with the same.
They went to LaGuardia High School?
Yes, she went to LAG. And they're signed to the I don't know if he's still signed to this label, but she's still signed. And so they've kikied multiple times, numerous times.
Okay, Trisha, I need you to listen to me very carefully.
I'm just gonna give you Caitlin's number. You do what you need to do.
No. You can't do that. You can't. Trisha, this has to be natural. You know I'm two degrees of separation away from him.
You're what?
2 degrees of separation away from him now.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god. No, we like actually need to kiki about this because you don't understand. This has changed my life.
Caitlin has a lot of great connections. Do you watch the show Superman and Lois? Or have you heard of the show?
I do. I think I've heard of it. I know Amy Adams was Lois in the movies. That's about as much as I know.
Caitlin's best friend is a character on the show. He also was the voice of Linus in the Peanut movie.
Can I ask, and you can also like tell me later when we're not recording, like what is she in something I would know on HBO?
She is. Let me plug her. Caitlin Barretto on The Other Two. That's the show. The Other Two.
I've never heard of that. I'll check it out, Caitlin.
Caitlin, I'm sorry if I exposed that you know Timmy. I don't really know if I'm supposed to go around saying that, but I'll do anything for the podcast.
Yeah, and you'll do anything
no one is
for
safe.
me because I can't believe I'm about to meet Timothee Chalamet.
Your birthday's coming up. Your birthday's coming up.
I can't believe Timothee Chalamet is coming to my birthday party.
Oh.
Oh my god! Trisha, this is the best gift you could have ever given me. Was this your plan the whole time? Is this the whole reason we started a podcast? You could give me the surprise birthday gifts 4 months in advance?
Don't ruin all the surprises.
You shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. But actually, like, you need to. Like, this isn't a joke. Like, I know I'm laughing, but this is no joke. This is life or death.
We'll reconvene after the podcast.
Okay.
Moving on.
Should we wrap up or should we move on to another topic? Okay, I think we've run out of all of our time for this evening.
So sad.
It's
so
so sad.
very sad.
Don't worry, we'll be back because we've got
We
some
will
very
be back.
exciting episodes planned. Some fun things to talk about.
See you guys in the next episode where we discuss who knows.
Where we'll discuss our bean bags and banters.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Woo.
Thank you.
That was good. All right.
Bye.
Goodbye, New York.
Peace out, New York.